love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home.
I'm drank up and I'm banked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it. I'm drank up and I'm danked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it, you elevate it.
I came over, I ain't sober, I'm still drunk, that's hangover. Might run it back when this page over. You the best thing I done slaved over. Gon' arch you back and been way over. It's overdue for that under-stressing. Over him, now you underdressing. Call me up and I come finessing. Like, ooh, we shot it, what it do, what it don't. Baby, you a queen, you can move how you want. You was rocking with me when I couldn't stay afloat. They ain't never saying nothing wavy to a boat. Like, eyes up, look at me, now I'm the captain. Brought the camera, time for action. Split the legs just like a fraction. Tuck the napkin, time for snacking. You a mother meal. Tell me that it's mine, baby, tell me that it's real. Hit it to the max, well, tell me how it feel. It's gonna be a minute, cause I'm in it for the thrill. Make her feel like heaven, she gon' put me in the wheel. And willingly, I wanna do anything she wanna do. I ain't even wanna boo, but this is what the karma do. It's hard to be apart from you, cause ooh, I
love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home.
I'm drank up and I'm danked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it. I'm drank up and I'm danked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it, you elevate it, you.
twisted around your finger like a piece of string. I'm winded, chasing after your ghost is real exhausting. I'm in love, but I don't think it's what I thought it was supposed to be. Love story, no guts and no glory. How did I get so dizzy thinking of you? I don't usually get like this. It's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? Well, I don't usually get like this. 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 Reminded of how I met you, tried to catch you falling. Instead I fell off myself and I just can't stop falling. These wings are gonna flap for me if I keep waiting. Keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting. How did I get so dizzy thinking of you? I don't usually get like this. I don't get like it's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? I just wanna kiss you. Well, I don't usually get like this. Get like this. Get like this. No. Me not, this bouquet is all I got. I'm dreaming, or could it be a future for you and me? She loves me, I know it's true, or maybe I'm the fool for you. I don't usually get like this. It's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? Yeah, I don't usually get like this. Get like this. Oh, get like this. No, get like this. Yeah, get like this. Get like this.
Feel like falling deeper. Colder nights 난 너무 싫어. 기다리기에는 너무 길어. 줬던 내 사랑이 식어. 기대만 하는 것도 난 힘들어. No, I can't, just can't. 가져 내 맘을, 놔줘 내 가슴을 다 바쳐 사랑하기엔 내 자신이 너무 걱정돼. 바보 같은 생각이야. 알아 멍청해. 상상만으로도 좋은 상상만으로도 힘든 이중적인 면을 가지고 있어. 사랑이라는 걸. Oh yeah. Baby, can't you come with me? Can't you hold my hand and 가는 방향이 어딘지 서로 궁금해져 버려 애써 맘 졸여 하늘만 보면서 언제쯤 알게 될까 너도 나와 같은 생각을 하고 있을까 한참을 멍하니 보다 보니 살짝 어두워진 색깔 불그스름한 노을의 때깔 상상만으로도 좋은 상상만으로도 힘든 이중적인 면을 가지
You broke my heart a million times. Can't count the times I made you cry. Oh, it's such a mess now, and we're burning out. I get so sad at the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. I can't bear the thought of losing you. I'm losing
away from my studio. We're back.
You're still perfect as the day
it's good
goes
to be
by.
back, too.
Even the worst ones hate, they make me smile. I stop the world if it would give us time, yeah, to work things out.
Work things
To
out,
work
y'all.
things
Work it out,
out.
y'all.
To work things out. To work things out. Yeah, yeah. To
JT,
work things out. To
thanks
work
for the
things
support,
out.
bro.
Oh, yeah. To work things out. To work things out.
Thanks for the support from my man
Be
JT Coin
honest, you're my comfort zone.
You're my comfort soul.
Whatever I say, don't let me go. I know you're angry, babe, and I am cold. I get so sad at the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. I can't bear the thought of losing you. I'm losing you.
Here we go. Cameras up. What's up, y'all? We are back.
The day goes
take your
by.
vitamins today?
Even the worst ones hate, they make me smile. I stop the world.
Did you take your vitamins
if
today?
it would give us time.
Oh, Kim.
Yeah, to work things out. To work
My
things
girl
out.
Kim is in the house. What's up, Kim?
To work things out.
Run with Kim. She's the Delta. I've known Kim. How long we know each other? 20 years?
To work things
At
out.
least.
To work things out.
Yeah, we're starting to have, you know how you say you know somebody for 20 years? I'm getting to the age where I gotta start telling people I've known them for 30 years.
To work things out.
I've known Kim for at least 20 years.
To work things out.
And she's here supporting me. I appreciate you, Kim.
To work things out. To work things out.
We back.
To work things out.
It's hot.
To work things out.
Hold on, I gotta turn on my air
Work
conditioner.
things out.
It's 80 degrees in here. It's 80 degrees. It is too hot to be reading.
I had to turn on the central AC. Thermostat said it was 80 degrees in here. Jeez. Good morning. What up, Kim? Hey, Kim. Run with Kim is in the house, y'all. She's one of my college friends. And she's been supporting everything I've done. You know, I've done a lot here in Los Angeles. Many businesses, ventures, organizations, events. Kim has been there, gatherings, workouts. Kim has been there every step of the way for the last 20 years. All the little ventures that you know how you got that close niche friendship of sort where you have that one person that just kind of does a lot of stuff. Kim is one of the people that just does a lot of stuff, and I'm one of the people that just does a lot of stuff here in Los Angeles. And Kim has been supporting me for over 20 years. I'm glad you're here, Kim. Thank you so much. What's up, Alicia? What up, Sheed? My man Sheed is in the house. Hoo-ah! Sheed is in the house. JT Coin Rings is the stream sponsor. Thank you so much, brother, for the $2 super chat, the $1.99 super chat, your signature super chat. You know, whenever I see anybody give $1.99, I think of you. It doesn't matter what show I'm on, JT, no matter where I am. I think you have coined the $1.99 super chat. JT Coin Rings has coined the $1.99 super chat, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Alicia Howard, I'm glad you're here. Practical Absolutes, I'm glad you guys are here. We're getting ready to read. What up, Eric? My man Eric, one of my favorite supporters. Eric is in the house. Eric Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another chapter of Rich People Read, where we read a book a month to instruct you in the ways of the successful through the power of reading. Did you guys drink your did you guys drink your BCAAs this morning and take your vitamins? You know that's a requirement to be a subscriber here. It is required. It is required that you drink water. If you don't drink water, I don't want you to subscribe, because the kind of information that I have for people, you know, I had a meme a long time ago. I used to say this saying, when a woman tells me that the water is nasty, that's all I need to hear. That's a deal breaker. There's nothing else we need to do. If I meet a new girl and she's pretty and she's sexy and she's fine, and she says, ooh, water is nasty, that's all I need. To me, that's like smoking cigarettes. A woman telling me that water is nasty is like she might as well fire up a Newport and start sucking on a cancer stick. Everybody here must drink water. Fitness is important. Fitness and health is my number one priority. We can't do anything else unless we're healthy and fit. So fitness and health is number one priority. I want you guys all to take your vitamins too. That's a requirement as well. Everybody should have a daily vitamin, period. There's no negotiation on the vitamin side. There's no appeal process. This is a monarchy. This is not a democracy. And in order to hang out here, you must be healthy and fit, or at least trying your best to become that. One of the first steps is drinking water and taking a daily vitamin. Appreciate you guys all being here. Alicia, you see what Alicia wrote? Let me put her up on the screen. Alicia said, I took my vitamins. And Alicia says, I'm drinking my water. That right there is 50% of sexiness for men, ladies. 50% of sexiness is watching a woman who cares about her body. You know, we talk about hips and ass and all that, and she has the body to make children, and we love childbearing hips and all that, but we also want you to be healthy to raise our children. Now, whether we have children or not, it's just built into our wiring that we want a woman who cares about her body, because you embody the entire nation. The nation is birthed from you women. If the world came to, have you guys ever saw that movie where all the women on the planet couldn't have any more children? I forget the name of it, man. Anybody remember the name of that movie where all the women couldn't have children, and then that one black woman was pregnant and they had to smuggle her to the ship through like this Armageddon chaos, like chaotic world and shit? Like, men can live on the planet Earth without women, but we cannot continue the human race without women. We will die out and be done with. Dunzo. It's a wrap within a century. Within a century, men would be dead. The human race would be over. The only reason that we're continuing the way we are is because of women. Women, you guys, you birthed the nation. And one thing that's sexy to us men, whether you like it or not, is watching a woman who takes care of her body. Just how it is, whether we want to have children, whether we want to procreate with you or not. So shout out to Alicia Howard for drinking her water and taking her vitamins and putting her body as one of her number one priorities. She's already 50% she's already exceeded the 50% of what's necessary to be considered 100% sexy to a man. Just that simple. Good morning, Heather. What up, Golden Eggs? What up? Oh, Golden Eggs got some fun facts for us. Golden Eggs says, fun fact, EAA is just as good as BCAA. Wish everyone good health and a blessed Tuesday. Drink your 8 ounces. That's right. Now, I don't know about EAA. Now I'm gonna have to look it up. We're getting ready to do our daily burn, our workouts. Lakeisha was like, she hit me last week. She was like, man, we need to get back into our morning workouts, where we Tuesday through Sunday at 6 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time, we work out live right here on my channel. Before we did yoga, we did 12 days of yoga. Before that, we did the insanity workout all 2 months, and then we kind of stopped. My fault. But Lakeisha reminded me we need to get back on that. So we're going to get back on that. And I'm going to look up what EAAs are. Thank you so much, Golden Eggs, for that information. Let's learn about it. Hey, Miss Drea, one of my most favorite moderators. Miss Drea is here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are reading a new book. Today is a new book for the month of July. I know it's already July 12th, Shannon. Yeah, but we're going to be done by the end of July. We'll be finished by the end of July. What are we reading? It's right here. How do I get it? Right here. How to be a Stoic. This is for men and women. This is to help you become a better person. How to be a Stoic. Little known tips on how to cut through distractions and desires to become a better human being. Cut through the bullshit. Stoicism is basically no bullshit. A Stoic person is a person who does not deal with bullshit. Interpersonal, worldly, economic, doesn't matter how you slice it. How to just eliminate the bullshit out of your life. So many people are distracted and confused, and so much is heavy on them, and they just don't know what to do. Listen, this is the book that you want to tap into. We're going to knock out these 14 chapters. We're going to knock them out. We are, I promise, today. And this is an easy book. This book is thin. It's a small book. It's a small book. And we're going to read it together today. Today we start. I'm going to read the introduction, chapter 1 and chapter 2. Each one is like only 3 pages. So we're going to knock this out. I'm glad you guys are here. LaRonda is here. Hi, LaRonda. She's one of my most loyal supporters here at the Shannon Rawls YouTube channel. LaRonda's been with us for a year now, and I've only been doing this for a year now. She's one of my day ones. Thank you, LaRonda. It's good to see you this morning, love. Thank you. All right. Without further ado, I don't really have a long monologue this morning. I normally have a long monologue before we start a new book. In fact, let me do this. Let me read to you the introduction of this book. How to Be a Stoic by David Dillinger. Little known tips on how to cut through distractions and desires to become a better human being. For those that don't know what this show is about, this is a live book club. It's literally a live. Now, right now, normally you'd be listening to Drake, right? Or you'd be listening to some Chris Brown or some Cardi B, right? Listen to the music. Put that on pause for an hour. Listen to your boy Shannon. Let's edify our minds and learn something. The reason why we call this podcast Rich People Read is because I know quite a few rich people, and none of them don't read. They all read. Rich people literally read. And if you're interested in elevating yourself, get into a better economic status than you currently are, if you want to increase your tax bracket to the next level, you have to start reading books. And we read 1 book a month. Now, on this channel, we talk about the 2 ships, entrepreneurship and relationships. Therefore, each month I swap between the books that I read. Last month, we read the Book of Obsidian from my man Mumia Obsidian Ali, the Ladies Edition. The Book of Obsidian, the Ladies Edition. It was a relationship manual for the 21st century modern day Black woman. The month before that, we read the Richest Man in Babylon, which was a money book, right? This month, we're reading How to Be a Stoic. This right here is going to help you get to the bag. It's going to help you increase your bank. I like philosophy and making you a better, all that, but my bottom line is making sure your checking account at Bank of America, Chase or Wells Fargo or your credit union, your bank account, your checking account has as many commas as possible. I want your checking account to have as much money in it as possible so you can go where you want to go, eat what you want to eat, travel where you want to travel, buy what you want to buy, and it's no big deal. All bills paid, no pink slips, nothing getting ready to get turned off. I want you to pay your car insurance by the year. When you get to the point, listen, let me explain something to you guys. Let me tell you the difference between rich people and people who want to be rich. When you get to the point that you pay your car insurance for the year, not month to month, but you just knock it out for the year because you don't want to be bothered with that bill every month, then you know you've made it. How many of you, no, you know what? I'm not asking. That's not a poll. I don't want to know. I just want you to get to the point where you're paying your car insurance for the year, not every month, because you need that money. Okay? I want you to be able to pay if you own a home, I want you to pay your home insurance and taxes for the year. Just write a check and be done with it. I say, just bill me next year. That's where you want to have, that's the mindset you want to have. And in order to get there, you have to learn how to read more. You have to edify your mind and educate yourselves on a lot of worldly stuff that you just don't know. And How to Be a Stoic is what we're reading right now. Is going to help us get there. All right? It's going to help us get there. So, How to Be a Stoic. Well, Shannon, what is this book about? Let me go over here to my notes. Of course, you know I got me some notes. Do you want to learn how to navigate this chaotic life without wasting it? Are you looking for effective ways to stop worrying about the past or future and focus more on the present? Do you want to discover practical ways of how Stoicism can improve your life? If your answer was yes, then keep reading because you're about to find what you're looking for. The good news is the right change of perspective can offer you clarity and help you achieve the mental balance you need to live an efficient and successful life. Stoicism as a philosophy can help you achieve just that. In this guide, you will discover 3 things. Number 1, how to apply Stoic principles and retain composure during difficult times, even if it's losing people you love. Even if it's losing people you love. Number 2, why it's essential to develop an eye for the bigger picture in life and how you can stop feeling lost even if you see no light at the end of the tunnel. And number 3, 1 essential truth you don't want to believe but should. This could give you the tools and clarity you need to let yourself be happy. This is why learning healthy tips on how to cut through distractions, which we call bullshit, how to cut through the bullshit. This is why learning healthy tips on how to cut through distractions and empty desires can help you become not only a better human being. Let me fix that out. Not only to help you become not only a better human being, but also a happier one. So if you want to learn how to find the meaning in the midst of everyday life, listen up, because together we are going to read this book. That is what we are getting ready to start right now on How to Be a Stoic. I appreciate you guys for pulling up. Everybody, please put your headphones on. Please put your earbuds in. Turn your volumes up, turn the radio down. If you're at work and listen to me. Multitask. Put 1 earbud in and leave 1 out so you can hear your boss, so your employees call you when they need you. If you're driving, pipe this through the Bluetooth in your car and turn up the volume. If you're at home, relax. Sit back on your sofa or your bed. We're getting ready to read. It's only gonna take me about 40 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, and I'm gonna let you go. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Switch to our read screen. And we're getting ready to get started. Peter Investor M is in the house. What up, bro? I appreciate you. A Wilson Ghost. What up, what up, what up? Everybody type salute in the chat. Everybody, real quick, before I start, type the word salute in the chat. My system is listening for everybody that's typing the word salute. You know, I do a giveaway, a gift card giveaway after every show. Today's no different. So please type the word salute in the chat, and I'll be sure to let the system pick a random winner of who gets the gift card at the end. It's just that simple. All you got to type is SALUTE. And if you need a copy of this book, which I encourage everybody to always have a physical copy, run over to the description of this video and click the link. It'll take you straight to Amazon to make sure you get the right version. It's a ton of Stoic books. I want you to make sure that you find the right one by David Dillinger. Go grab that book as soon as you can. All right. That's right. Everybody type salute. Now, if you type salute, my system should see it and then respond to you. So type the word salute and then the system say, oh, okay, I got you. Automatically. All right. Here we go. Let's run over to the introduction. I don't think I need this mic too close. This mic is hot. So I think we're good to go. How to be a Stoic. Little known tips on how to cut through bullshit and desires to become a better human being. These days, it seems like the world is moving too fast. You can choose happiness, but there is always one more hurdle, one more goal, and worse, there's always someone reminding you that you aren't doing things right. Guilty, because I'm always telling y'all about yourselves. The funny thing is that your critics and detractors seem to be just as lost as you. And despite their criticism of your life, they sure do ask you for advice a lot, don't they? So let's analyze the logic. You give great advice, but find that it is almost impossible to apply it to yourself. Let's say that the reason is anxiety and the fast pace of life, keeping you distracted and making it hard to apply your own wisdom. By this logic, in a way, you already know what to do, right? You need a framework, a change in perspective that will allow you to not only apply the wisdom that is already inside you, but to grow it. You need to take back control of your life. Stoicism can teach you how to do exactly that. Many people would consider me a Stoic kind of guy, especially in the way I give information and the way I talk to people. I call myself a professional asshole. I've been an asshole all my life, right? I finally accepted the asshole title maybe 30 years ago, but now I'm calling myself a professional asshole. So I kind of live a Stoic life, and I apply Stoicism as a philosophy principle in my life, but I've never read this book, so we're going to read this together. Stoicism can teach you how to do exactly that. How powerful are its teachings? Why should anything that we say be different from any other books that you have read? Because Stoicism has passed the test of time. It's been around 300 years before the birth of Christ, and 300 years before the birth of Christ, and its lessons are so powerful that they have even influenced religion over the centuries, continuing into the modern day, where it influences successful entrepreneurs and celebrities. We'll go into detail on that later, but suffice to say, with Stoicism, you will be able to teach yourself to master these following principles. How to recognize what you can and cannot control. How to recognize what you can and what you cannot control. You'll also learn how to develop an eye for the bigger picture, so you no longer feel lost in life. You'll learn how to master your past instead of being chained to your past. You'll learn how to become immune from the critiques and insults of others. Oh my God, once you guys learn how to break that, once you realize how to not give a fuck, truly, not just say it, right? It's not just something you type on your Instagram page or your Facebook status, and I don't give a fuck, but really how to become immune to the critiques of others and insults of others. Oh, it's liberating. How to lose your fear of death and to understand what the death of others truly means so that it doesn't cripple you. You'll also learn how to let yourself be happy. Oh man, hold on you guys. Oh, my screen. Come on, iPad, stop acting up. Hold on, y'all. My iPad then froze up on me. So I gotta switch it back. There we go. How to let yourself be happy. Now, this sounds like a tall order, but there is more, and we will expound on it in the first chapter. We realize that you are probably skeptical, but consider this. You are about to begin a journey on embracing a philosophy that's been helping people to achieve these things for more than 2,000 years. This is the introduction we're reading, and we're getting ready to read a book that will help us expound and realize, I'm sorry. We're going to read, this is the first time we're reading this book, and we're getting ready to read the first chapter, and we're going to begin a journey that will help us embrace a philosophy that's been helping people achieve Stoicism for over 2,000 years. The reason that Stoicism is still valid and still practiced in the modern day is just simple common sense. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. While that's a crude way to say it, the point is still valid. Those ancient Greek philosophers found a life strategy in the Stoic philosophy that people keep coming to again and again. We cannot promise you that you will learn it overnight, of course. But we can say that if you apply yourself to master even the basic tenets of Stoicism, then this philosophy is going to be a game changer for you. The words of the ancient Greek philosophers that we have collected for you will not only change your perspective, they will change your life. So let us begin, you guys. Let's begin this journey together now. You've waited long enough to take control of your life, and no amount of money ever brought another minute of it. We'll start from the very beginning. All right. Chapter 1. It's only 2 pages. 1 page, actually. Look how long chapter 1 is. Just these 2. That's the entire chapter. So that's how fast we're going to read, and I'm going to let you guys go. Chapter 1. What is Stoicism really about? Hey, Lakeisha. Lakeisha is here, you guys. Hoo-ah! I appreciate you, Lakeisha. Good morning, love. We were just talking about you, Lakeisha, but I'm not going to tell you what I said. You got to go back and listen to what I said. I brought your name up when you wasn't here. I was talking about you when you wasn't here, Lakeisha. I was talking about you when you wasn't here. So we're getting ready to get started. Chapter 1 of How to Be a Stoic. What is Stoicism really about? Founded in ancient Athens, Stoicism is a Hellenistic school of philosophic thought which enables you to govern yourself completely. Among its core principles, Stoicism teaches us that virtue is the highest level of goodness and that it may be achieved through knowledge. Further, that one should live in harmony with one divine reason, which we'll explain more in detail later. At this point, we'll just state that it's strongly associated with what we call fate and providence. While it is an ancient school of thought, it is hardly dead wisdom, as many living by its principles in this modern day and age. Ryan Holiday, author of The Obstacles is the Way, summed it up nicely when he said, Stoicism as a philosophy is really about the mental game. It's not a set of ethics or principles. It's a collection of spiritual exercises designed to help people through the difficulty of life by managing emotion, specifically non-helpful emotion. Stoicism doesn't rescue you so much as train you to manage unproductive emotions and thoughts, beginning by bundling up or triaging your concerns. So exactly what does this mean? In brief, Stoicism enables you, guys, that's listening and reading this book along with me, Stoicism enables you to gain control of yourself by teaching you the differences between what you can and what you cannot change. This is extremely important to your happiness, you guys. How much energy is wasted in worrying about things that you cannot change? A Stoic learns to discern the jungle. A Stoic learns to discern the difference so that they may take complete control over all the things which they can change. When you get in the habit of thinking like this, then there is nothing that can stop you. For example, just a few things which the triage can inure you and to teach you are as follows. But before we get that, I want to give a shout out to Golden Eggs, because Golden Eggs just became a member of the channel. Everybody, please. Everybody, please. I'm not sure if golden eggs is a male or female. I'm going to just go ahead and assume it's a female. Golden eggs has just became a member of the SR Army. Soldiers, please salute.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Please salute.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Soldiers, please salute.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Golden eggs. Golden eggs. You'll notice that you have unlocked some additional emojis in the chat that you can use that nobody else, the regular subscribers can't see it. Only members can see it. Members of the channel, please throw one of those special salutes up to golden eggs. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
I appreciate you for joining the channel. You have just helped yourself achieve the next level of life, because I'm going to be hitting all the members with great information. And it's not just talk or hyperbole. You have unlocked videos here on YouTube specifically that other people can't watch. So thank you so much for joining the SR Army, not the U.S. Army, the SR Army. I appreciate you so much. All right. Now, Stoics, Stoicism, fellas, ladies, gentlemen, listen up. When you get in the habit of thinking like this, where you can control the things that you can control, when you pay attention to the things you can control and ignore the things that you can't, when you start removing emotion as the filter to your decisions in life, right? Because a lot of people move based on emotion. A lot of people in their relationships make emotional decisions, which really ultimately isn't good. When you get in the habit of thinking like this, then there's nothing that can stop you. For example, just a few things which the triage can inure you to and teach you are as follows. Number one, loss of a loved one. Sidebar, I lost my father last year. I lost my dad last year, May 3rd. May 3rd, 2021. I blame COVID. I personally blame the vaccination and kind of sort of how they treated him at the hospital. My father had took the vaccination. He was 79 years old. He was in ailing health, though. I got to keep it 100. He was already in declining health. But he took that vaccination the 1st of April. He took his second shot the 15th of April, 2 weeks later. 2 weeks after that, he died in the hospital. Heart failure, they said. So he took his vaccination in April. He took his second vaccination April 15th. He died at the beginning of May. My father was in my life the entire time. He supported me, taught me shit, raised me. I grew up in a two-parent home with my mother and father together. My father was there. I pledged Kappa Alpha Psi because my father's a noob. My father has invested in my businesses, all of them. I loved my dad. We buried him in Little Rock, Arkansas, took his body back to Little Rock, Arkansas, and buried him there. I have experienced loss of loved ones. I lost my uncle. I lost my nephews recently since the pandemic. I mean, just loss of loved ones, right? And some of you have lost loved ones as well. You can learn the secret reasons why a body is not owned, it's only loaned. Another thing is the opinion of others. How to discern criticism from cruelty, to grow from the former and ignore the latter. Ladies, this is specifically for you. You know I'm hard on the women. But oftentimes you think that we're out here being cruel and dogging you out when it's just really constructive criticism to help you become better. How to discern criticism from cruelty. How to, so many women are concerned with the tone of a message and not the actual content. You're more concerned with how I say shit to you as opposed to what I'm saying to you. So becoming more Stoic-like, you'll learn how to discern actual criticism from cruelty, to grow from the former and ignore the latter. Another one is illness. Another one is illness. Given a proper understanding of nature, there is no fear. There is no fear of death or illness. Also, failure to understand where you fit in life. Learning to take the view from above, as taught by Marcus Aurelius, helps you fully understand your place in the community and life in general. Do you know who Marcus Aurelius is? Have you guys ever saw the movie Gladiator? Have you ever saw the movie Gladiator? I suggest you watch it. I think we just watched it on our Movie of the Week podcast that we do on Sunday nights. Go watch the movie Gladiator. You need to watch that movie. It's a lot of life lessons in that movie. I believe he won Best Actor. That movie came out in 1999, so that's over 20 years ago. But I believe he was either nominated or won Best Actor for a leading role in that movie. But you'll learn who Marcus Aurelius is. I'm going to just leave it at that. You should associate who you should associate to grow. Who you should associate with to grow. Your favorite 5. Who is in your phone? Who is in your favorites on your phone right now? Everybody that has an iPhone or Android. On the phone section where you can make a phone call, you have a favorites, right? You have a favorite, so you can just tap it and call them right away. You don't have to go through the contacts and go find somebody's name or do a search. You can just go straight to favorites. Who are the favorites in your phone right now? Who are the people that you call upon the most? Who do you talk to all the time? Who do you hang around? They say, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Who you are a sum of the 5 people that you hang around. Do you hang around bums? Do you hang around broke people that don't have no money? Do you hang around people who achieve high and is well-to-do? Who do you hang around? Who you should associate with to grow. Many people in life only drag us down. Stoicism can teach you who to associate with in order to flourish and to grow. And then lastly, resistance to temptation. Ooh, like what about sex? Resistance to temptation. Ooh, what about chocolate cake? What about red meat? What about alcohol? What about, I'm back to sex again, blowjobs? Fellas, dick discipline. Are you out there just smashing anybody that'll let you smash? Oh, what about pastries? Macaroni and cheese, soul food, pork. Resistance to temptation. Stoics learn how to value resistance properly to recognize the true worth of temptation. Simply put, ladies and gentlemen, Stoicism imbues you with the ability to own your own happiness, whether rich or poor, by becoming the governor of your own fate through the application of Stoic principles. This sounds like a tall order, but Stoicism has been granting true happiness since the days of ancient Greece and will prove it. And that's chapter 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move to chapter 2, which happens to be only 3 pages, and we're done for the day. All right, chapter 2 on how to be a Stoic, history of Stoicism, famous Stoics, and notable influence, and notables influenced. And notables influenced. Chocolate, exactly, Alicia. Chocolate, chocolate. Heather says, I don't hang with anybody anymore. She just said, fuck everybody. Heather said, fuck all y'all. I don't know who's coming and who's going. I don't know who's a snake in the grass. I don't know who's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Heather said, fuck everybody. I'm gonna just hang out with Shannon over on YouTube. I can't trust these motherfuckers around here. All right, guys, let's read chapter 2, History of Stoicism. I'll let you go. Appreciate you guys being. Oh, by the way, you guys do realize that when you listen to somebody else read you a book without you actually reading it, still means you read the book. That's the whole purpose of a audiobook. It's just the difference is I'm kind of cool when I read the books. Instead of me just reading like a robot, blah, 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 like a Kindle or Audible or something like that. It's a little bit more exciting over here. All right. Chapter 2, History of Stoicism, famous Stoics, and notable influenced. Notables influence. We're going to distill a lot of history in a small place so we hope that you will be able. Let me start from the beginning. We're going to distill a lot of history in a small place, so we hope that you will be patient with us. Here's the quick rundown of events to give you a little bit of a foundation. About 300 years before the birth of Christ, a man named Zeno of Citium began teaching philosophy, which he had put together from a place called the Stoic, which means the painted porch, and refers to an open air market in Athens, Greece. This philosophy combined thoughts of his own flavored with the earlier teachings of Heraclitus, as well as the Cynics and Socratics. While the followers of his philosophy were originally called Zenonians, due to the fact that it was being taught from the Stoic, the term Stoic ended up sticking instead. They ended up, the title Stoic just became easier for people, right? Now, pop culture always wins when it comes to naming things. So what can you do? This philosophy was so powerful that it began to be embraced by a growing number of devotees looking to learn from it and to refine it around 155 BC, before Christ. A delegation of 3 Greek philosophers arrived in Rome and introduced the locals to Stoicism and many other teachings. This, of course, irritated the aristocracy, but the philosophies caught on, and the rest, as they say, is history. To give those of you who love history a little basic information, which you can research further, some contributors to Stoic thought that you may wish to learn more about are as follows. Chrysippus, am I saying it right? Chrysippus or Chrysippus. Important for his written contributions was helped to expand upon Zeno's work. Chrysippus helped to greatly expand upon the base of logic that governs Stoic thought. Then there was Cicero, considered one of the heavy hitters of Stoic writings. Among his major contributions were the books Paradoxa Stoicorum, De Finibus, and Tusculan Disputations. These books are well worth the reading. And then there was Seneca the Younger. Seneca on anger and letters on Lucilius are fantastic reads in merely 2 of his many contributed writings on Stoicism. You'll find that we referenced him a lot in this book. And then there's Epictetus. Epictetus was a former slave whose spoken dialogues were immortalized in Enchiridion and Discourses. The logic used to break down such subjects as illness and death, wealth, and public opinion, and more is staggering. So you'll be hearing quite a lot from Epictetus as we proceed through the chapters. His influence and humble roots helped to ensure that Stoicism gained appeal for everyone, regardless of their perceived station in life. And then there's Marcus Aurelius. He was an emperor that you'll learn about if you watch the movie Gladiator. Marcus Aurelius was an emperor. Marcus Aurelius embraced Stoicism, and his meditations give practical information that is valid today as it was back in his time. Now that was then, right? But of course, this is now. And you are probably wondering if this wisdom is too old and dusty to be of use. If so, then you couldn't be further from the truth. The Stoic principles are applied eagerly to this day, and the wisdom still holds solid. Don't believe us? Well, here are some famous Stoics and those who espouse Stoic ideas in their actions, which you might have heard. You might have heard of them. Thomas Aquinas, the famous Christian philosopher, drew upon Stoicism in regards to defining virtue, which is important, ladies. Virtues, a virtuous woman. Ralph Waldo Emerson, we all know him. American essayist, poet, and philosopher, Emerson drew heavily on Stoic thought and it shows in his work. Viktor Frankl, Australian psychiatrist and neurologist, Viktor embraced the ideas of Stoicism while imprisoned in a Nazi concentration camp during World War II. Stoic ideals are said to have helped him to survive these camps and to develop his own logotherapy, a means of pursuing the means in one's life. And then there's Reuben Carter. We know about Reuben Carter. You all heard of Reuben Carter, an American heavyweight boxer, famously known as the Hurricane. You seen the movie The Hurricane with Denzel Washington? If you don't know who Reuben Carter is, go watch the movie called The Hurricane, starring Denzel Washington. You'll learn a lot about the Hurricane and how he got through what he got through. He was an American heavyweight boxer, famously known as the Hurricane, who embraced the Stoic ideas of refusing to accept his imprisonment. He was later acquitted, but never broken. Great movie, by the way. Damn, I should probably pop that up on the movie of the week. Marvy or Lakeisha or Miss Drea, can you DM me The Hurricane? I need to add that to our movie of the week for Sunday. In fact, I may make that this coming Sunday. The Hurricane, okay? And then there's, of course, Ulysses S. Grant. While it's unlikely that he ever read Epictetus, he certainly was a Stoic in his actions. For instance, when a reporter criticized him, he famously responded, "Your paper is very unjust to me, but time will make it all right. I want to be judged only by my acts." To define yourself in your actions is very Stoic indeed. And then, of course, there was Thomas Jefferson. Yes, this famous president of the United States was, among other things, quite the Stoic himself. In a letter to a friend, he stated, "Assume a perfect resignation to the divine will, to consider that whatever does happen must happen, and that by our uneasiness, we cannot prevent the blow before it does fail, but we may add to its force after it's fallen." And then there was Mr. Napoleon Bonaparte. We all know about the Napoleon complex, right? Napoleon Bonaparte, noted to have said, "The first qualification of a general is a cool head." The first qualification for a leader is to be cool, calm, and collective. That's Shannon's version. The first qualification for leadership is to be cool, calm, and collective. Napoleon had an attitude most Stoic, and Marcus Aurelius would have approved of him. Then there's Winston Churchill. We all know who he is. Stoic in his speeches and his fortitude, Churchill assumed any role which was given to him and performed it to his utmost. This is a very Stoic attitude. Steve Jobs, Apple, the inventor of this MacBook Pro, this iPad Pro, this iPhone, and everything Apple. Steve Jobs, while actually a Buddhist, right? Steve Jobs received an honorable mention for his views on death and mortality, having once said, "Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose." Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking that you have something to lose. He clearly demonstrates the Stoic viewpoint that death should not be feared. And then Nelson Mandela. While not technically a Stoic, he was certainly interested in and benefited from Stoic teachings. The story is that the meditations of Marcus Aurelius were smuggled into his cell and read by Mandela. As to the influence, a good example of Stoic thought was Mandela saying, "One of the things I learned when I was negotiating was that until I changed myself, I could not change others." It sounds suspiciously Stoic to us. So when Nelson Mandela was in prison, right? right before apartheid. Stoic principles were smuggled into his jail cell. And Nelson Mandela was famously known for a quote. One of the things I learned when I was negotiating was that I changed myself. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down here? Nelson Mandela said I had to learn myself before I could change others. And as you see, a budding Stoic, you are in good company. So what are the milestones which every Stoic should achieve? And that's it. Oh shit, we already done? Gee whiz. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm ready to continue reading. Got me ready to read chapter 3. And chapter 3 ain't but 3 pages. This book is gonna be easy, y'all. That's why we're starting it in the middle of the week. But it's good to learn, it's good to hear, it's good to absorb this information so you become a better person. We got to cut through the bullshit of life, you ladies and gentlemen. Especially for those that are overly emotional, you should really be reading along and tapping in with me today. I appreciate you guys being here. Golden X says, I'm surprised Aristotle and Zeno was not mentioned. Hey, who's to say? Who's to say? I can close this out. I don't need this no more. Who's to say Aristotle won't be brought up? Maybe it wasn't notable, or maybe he's just trying to keep the book short. Uh-oh. Close that. Don't need that. But Golden X says, I'm surprised that Aristotle and Zeno was not mentioned, but those are great. But those are great epitome of Stoicism. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, from our soldier Golden Eggs. She says he's getting more into it. One more chapter, Heather? Nope. Listen, we got to make it easy. It's already scheduled out. The whole month is already scheduled out. Marvelette is already scheduled out the entire month for this book. So she said we are reading the introduction, chapter 1 and chapter 2 today. Tomorrow morning, we read chapter 3, which ain't but 3 pages. So it's going to be really fast, but it's easy read. We want to make this really easy. The book is so thin, we can read it really in one sitting, but we're going to spread it out, you guys. So I appreciate you guys being here. Are you subscribed to the channel? That's a requirement. I need you to subscribe. Please like this video, telling YouTube that this video is worth watching, and please share this to your Facebook page. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much. Remember, reading is the way to reading is the way to expand your mind and your bank account. Reading is the way to expand your mind and your bank account. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Have you guys joined the Facebook group called Sidebar? Go to sidebar.shannonrawls.com. It'll take you straight to our Facebook page. Sidebar.shannonrawls.com. It'll take you straight to our Facebook page. I think my system put it in the chat, so you can see it in the chat. Just link that and I'll approve you. Just all you got to do is just say you want to be a part of the group and I'll let you in. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow on another chapter of Rich People Read.
Yeah. Escucha. Mío en tu habitación, solo los 2 segundos que hay que detener. Porque si no siento tu voz o tu olor, te extraño y te quiero ver. Quiero ver. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes la mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Me haces falta, bebé. Dime que tengo que hacer pa' tenerte de una vez, pa' no poderte perder. Dulce, eres mi bombón, te quiero melocotón. Por ti corro un maratón, solo de la dirección. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor. Pa' mí no es suficiente, yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión, somos lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta, todas esas noches tan soñadas, que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Mira, somos perfectos, es algo indiscutible. Mi estilo y tu estilo no están disponibles. Solo soy sensible cuando te tengo porque eres irresistible. Tus labios combinan con tus ojos, porque eres tan pretty que hasta yo de eso miento. Chica, necesito mis anteojos, quiero verte en noche hermosa de todos modos. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor. A mí no es suficiente, yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión, somos lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta, todas esas noches tan soñadas, que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Tanto me falta, todas esas noches tan soñadas, que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada.